What's going on, guys? Good to be back. Missed you guys. So, I'm not really prepared, but I already hit the record button. So, I've got Ashes of the Phoenix that Chris has sent me. It's like a Pixie stick, basically. A spicy Pixie stick. League of Fire challenge. I think it's like a point, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is a point. So we're doing that. I think there's two ways to do it. I think you just eat it like normal, consume it, and then 2-minute afterburn, or add it to water and consume it, which I'm going to do because I had, the wisdom teeth done, extracted wisdom teeth, because I didn't want to have to deal with it again if something else was going to happen. So, yeah. So that should be easier instead of just dumping this and trying to swallow. I don't want any of this to get down in there, if possible. So yeah, I think it's 5 ounces, which I believe is like 5/8 of a cup, if my math is right. I know 2/3 is like 5.5 ounces or so. So 5/8 sounds about right. So I'm gonna measure this out. Double check me if I'm wrong, but I shall do this. Still be able to see you. Oh, not really. I'll hold it after I measure this. 5/8. Do. Oh, it's a terrible balancing job here. That is 5/8. I got the lemonade bottle. It's bouncing on the cap. Look at that. Sometimes you just gotta improv. And this is how we do it. I should have just grabbed something to actually do all this in, but that's all right. So yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like cherry flavor, maybe. I don't know what peppers are in this. I'll read it all during the afterburn. Oh my goodness. All right. Get out of there. There we go. All right, got this. See, water, sugar, acid, bean gum. Well, it just says red hot pepper mix. Yeah. No flavor was listed, and it just says red hot pepper mix. So, don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this right. I hope I am. Okay. I don't know. Smells right. See, this is the way to go because it's a pain to get this out. I could already tell. Like a little bit of moisture gets in there and it kind of sticks. Oh, goodness. All right. It's still a little chunky. Look at that. All right. I think it says you have like a minute to down this. Something like that. And then 2 minutes after. So, all right. Kind of, it looks like cherry. Smells a little bit like cherry. Cherry fruit punch, something like that. So, here we go. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Beth. I shall try this. Yeah. I think 5 ounces of water is a little much. Don't really get a whole lot of flavor. Could be cherry. Spin it around. I feel a little burn on the back. My tolerance is literally like 0. So, this is supposed to be a beginner challenge. which I can see for sure. Like I have very slight mouth burn. And by mouth, it's like pretty much like the back of the tongue. It was very slight. Very slight throat at first, but that went away really fast. A little bit on the lip, back of the tongue. It was like bearable. Like, very good job making this like a beginner challenge. But the crazy aspect goes, you know, a 1 chip was 1 point. This is 1 point. 1 chip would ruin a beginner. Well, has everyone's seen the videos. So this is a good, you know, get into the League of Fire, or just if you're a beginner that likes to push yourself a little bit, do a couple of these, and that'll be a push. You don't have to want to get any hotter. You don't have to build your tolerance if you don't want to. You know, you could just do beginner stuff, and this is a good one. That's awesome. The flavor, like I said, I think the bottom of it actually tasted like Kool-Aid, basically. The top part, you know, you would have to mix it in really, really well and whatnot. It was good. I like the water aspect. I like having options. Like for me, I wouldn't have been able to do that without having the water, because, you know, wisdom teeth holes. Yeah, so that's awesome. That was good. Very good job. I like that. Be cool to have flavor options too. Or maybe like do like a second one, you know, like a version 2, and do like a blue raspberry or something, you know. Can be the same heat, but like just changing flavors. I don't know, something to think about. Or go a little bit hotter, so you have 2 options, 2 flavor options, and 2 heat options. I don't know, just think about it. But I think that would be pretty cool. I'm about to my 2-minute burn. So yeah, this is fun. I like that challenge. Like I said, the heat, I would say 1 out of 10. Flavor, 8.5 out of 10. I'm not huge on cherry. If it's cherry or fruit punch, like, they're not my normal go-tos, but it was still good. Like the bottom of it, like the flavor of the challenge mixed with the peppers, whatever pepper blend you used, it worked out very good. Good flavor. I could definitely see someone doing 30, 40 of those. You know, some crazy lunatic that has the time to do it. So yeah. Guess back into what's been going on with me in this past like 2 years. I had the kid, just had the wisdom teeth done. I had a job most of the time during that, a year and a half. I literally just quit my job. It wasn't for me. It was a retail job. I was a manager of, you know, grocery store. It was an employee-owned grocery store. You know, there was five stores. It was like a 5-store chain, kind of in the area, all within like 100 miles, 50 miles of each other, somewhere around there. And it was my first retail job that I ever had. And I was a manager to start, which is awesome. I appreciate them giving me the opportunity with no experience in retail, but I had, you know, the management experience from my past jobs. I did very well. Did very well. I hit all of my numbers, like almost all of my numbers that I had to hit for the most part. It was very, very hard for me to go like doing those closed shifts to open shifts, especially with the baby, Carmen. You know, getting home at like 10:30, 11, and then trying to, get to sleep right away to wake up at 5 to go back in was kind of hard and draining, and just missing the time with the kids, because that would be time that I could spend with them. It was hard. It wasn't for me, that kind of stuff. Management wasn't the greatest. Uh, yeah, but the atmosphere was nice. It was interesting. Like, it was literally the first retail job I ever had. So, like, being on the floor and working with, customers and stuff, like the whole shift, like 10-hour shifts. It was interesting. Like, normally, like, I had office jobs, like customer service, like, was more like through the phone, or like working with, like truckers and stuff, like in person. Like, it wasn't like a bunch of them at one time. So the aspect of being in an environment with, 1,000 customers coming through, a day, like, you'd have to interact with as many as possible during your shift. So, like, the, you know 600-700 customers that would come in, like, I would, be expected to say, hi, how are you, is there anything I can help you with, make sure the customers are taken care of and happy. Like, if they needed something, like, and we didn't have it, like, I was able to go and get it, like, order it for them, find it, see if we could get it, uh, which I thought was pretty cool. That was the better part of the job, was, being able to do what I wanted, have the store how I wanted, bring in things that I wanted, take away things that I wanted. Like, that was the better part of the job. But, like, I'm not very outgoing like that, to be able to talk to that many people that often. Like, it was, 45, 50 hours a week. So, I don't know. It was, that was me. That was not me. It was hard to do it for that long, but I appreciated, the opportunity. And it was definitely an opportunity where I grew and learned more about myself. Like, I'm outgoing, but, like, to do that often was very draining for me. So, yeah, I'm back to doing the business, which I was doing anyways throughout this time. Of course, I was taking little breaks and stuff with work, but I was, working full time and doing the lead for work, and, branched out into this other thing that I'm going to talk about. So it's coming, I promise. I'm just trying to go through the process and catch you guys up little by little, so it's not, a 30-minute video all at once. So yeah, I'm looking for another, probably part-time or remote job or something, now, but I'm still, doing the lead for work business. So that's helping, as well as everything else. So yeah, so that's a little catch up with that, what I was doing a little bit, and there's more to come. So stay tuned and catch you on the next one. And again, Chris and Beth, good challenge. Hope you take into consideration what I said, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you.